with stick lady love and their stick children 3. One day he wakes early and goes for a jog. Stick man, oh stick man, beware of the dog. A stick, barks the dog. An excellent stick. The right kind of stick for my favourite trick. I'll fetch it and drop it and fetch it and then I'll drop it and fetch it and drop it again. I'm not a stick. Why can't you see? I'm stick man. I'm stick man. I'm stick man, that's me. And I want to go home to the family tree. A notice says dogs must be kept on a lead. At last the game's over and stick man is freed. He sets off for home with a hop and a twirl. Stick man, oh stick man, beware of the girl. A stick, cries the girl with a smile on her face. The right kind of poo stick for winning the race. Has everybody got one? Get ready to throw. It's 1, 2, 3, into the river they go. I'm not a poo stick. Why can't they see? I'm stick man, I'm stick man, I'm stick man, that's me. And I'm heading away from the family tree. A twig, says the swan. This twig is the best. It's the right kind of twig to weave into my nest. I'm not a twig. Why can't they see? I'm stick man. I'm stick man. I'm stick man, that's me. And I long to be back in the family tree.
Once upon a time, there was a lighthouse keeper called Mr. Grinlin. He lived with Mrs. Grinlin and their cat, Hamish, in a little white cottage off the cliffs. Mr. Grinlin loved his job. He sang as he polished the light. He whistled as he cleaned the windows. But he was especially happy when visitors came. I'm a lighthouse keeper, from my head to my heels. He would tell them cheerfully, always have been, always will be.
Had a cat and a very tall hat, and long ginger hair that she wore in a plait. How the cat purred and how the witch grinned as they flew on her broomstick and flew through the wind. But how the witch wailed and how the cat spat when the wind blew so badly it blew off her hat.
Beaky was not supposed to be here. She was lost. No one seemed to understand her. Some wouldn't even stay to listen. From far away, she thought she heard her mother calling.
Hannah loved gorillas. She read books about gorillas. She watched gorillas on television and she drew pictures of gorillas. But she had never seen a real gorilla. Her father didn't have time to take her to see one at a zoo. He didn't have time for anything.
Ben and Bella on the big yellow digger. Brum, 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 judder, judder, jigger. Bucket goes up, bucket goes down. Digger's big tracks go rolling around. But who's that standing by the tree? Hello, kids, is there room for me? Course there is, Moose, will help you. You can ride in the digger too. Moose climbs in with help from Ben. The big yellow digger rolls on again.
Oh no, a space spaceship has crash landed in your book. What a lot of smoke. I think there's something there. Quick, blow on the smoke to blow it away. Ah, it's an alien. Look at that big round head. Yuck. And those wibbly wobbly antennae. Double yuck. And all those slimy suckers. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Make your scariest face and shout, "Go away, alien!"
I'm the hungriest animal of all, said the ravenous beast. I'm hungry, hungry, hungry. I'm so hungry I could eat a big yellow house on the hill. Gobble it up, swallow it down. Now that's what I call hungry.
One day in class, Duncan went to take out his crayons and found a stack of letters with his name on them. To Duncan. Hi, Duncan. It's me, Red Crayon. We need to talk. You make me work harder than any of the other crayons. All year long, I wear myself out colouring fire engines, apples, strawberries, and everything else that's red. I even work on holidays. I have to colour all the Santas at Christmas and all the hearts on Valentine's Day. I need a rest. Your overworked friend, Red Crayon.
Rabbit Foo-Foo. Little Rabbit Foo-Foo riding through the forest, scooping up the field mice and bopping them on the head. Down came the good fairy and said, Little Rabbit Foo-Foo, I don't like your attitude, scooping up the field mice and bopping them on the head. I'm going to give you 3 chances to change, and if you don't, I'm going to turn you into a goonie.
It is a funny thing about mothers and fathers. Even when their own child is the most disgusting little blister you could ever imagine, they still think that he or she is wonderful. Some parents go further. They become so blinded by adoration they manage to convince themselves their child has the qualities of a genius.
Hello, dear reader, and welcome to the Brownstone Family Vault. Within this room lie artifacts of great power and rarity, collected over thousands of years from every corner of the globe. My most treasured possession is actually this humble collection of books. They contain tales of lands and creatures long forgotten, as told by the people who collected these amazing objects, my ancestors. They include such adventures as Eleanor Brownstone's discovery of the Crystal Kingdom and her subsequent death-defying escape, my great-great-grandfather Eric Brownstone's epic battle with 100-headed Snake King of Tuckernuck Island, and many others.
The hour was late. Mr. Bear was tired, Mrs. Bear was tired, and Baby Bear was tired. So they all went to bed. Mrs. Bear fell asleep. Mr. Bear didn't. Mrs. Bear began to snore. Snore went Mrs. Bear. Snore, snore, snore. Oh no, said Mr. Bear. I can't stand this. So he got up and he went to sleep in Baby Bear's room. Did you guess who it was? It's me, Miss Wright. I hope you enjoyed the story. Happy World Day!
The egg was young. It didn't know much. We tried to tell it, but of course, it didn't listen. If only it had waited. Here is the story of this egg that wanted to fly. The egg had always loved looking up, seeing birds and balloons, aeroplanes and insects, helicopters and bats and clouds. The egg wanted to fly. He dreamed of ways to fly.
But the ladybird saw and the ladybird heard. She saw two men in a big black van with a map and a key and a cunning plan. And she heard them whisper, "This is how we're going to steal the fine prize cow. Open the gate in the dead of night, past the horse and then turn right. Round the duck pond, past the hog. Be careful not to wake the dog. Left past the sheep, then straight ahead and in through the door of the prize cow's shed."
It's your dad's birthday on Friday, Spot. Let's bake a cake. We have to go shopping. I need some cheese. Can you find a bar of chocolate, Spot? Dad loves chocolate cake. Now we can make the cake. We've already started. Spot, that's enough. Whee!
Bertie by David Roberts. This is Bertie. He used to have dirty habits. If Bertie saw a sweet on the floor, he'd pick it up and eat it, but his mum would shout, "No, Bertie, that's dirty, Bertie." If Bertie had a bogey up his nose, he'd try to pick it out, but Bertie's dad would shout, "No, Bertie, that's dirty, Bertie." Bertie liked to go hunting for slugs and worms in the garden and play with them, but Bertie's big sister would shout, "No, Bertie, that's dirty, Bertie." Sometimes Bertie's dog would lick his face so Bertie would lick him back, but Bertie's gran would shout, "No, Bertie, that's dirty, Bertie."
This is a book with no pictures. It might seem like no fun to have someone read you a book with no pictures. It probably seems boring and serious, except here is how books work. Everything the words say, the person reading the book has to say. No matter what. That's the deal, that's the rule. So that means even if the words say, "Block!" Wait, what? That doesn't even mean anything. Bluff! Wait a second. What? This isn't the kind of book I wanted to read. And I have to say, every word the book says? Uh-oh. I am a monkey who taught myself to read. Hey, I'm not a monkey. And now I'm reading you this book with my monkey mouth in my monkey voice. That's not true. I'm not a monkey.
Stickman lives in the family tree with Stick Lady Love and their stick children 3. One day he wakes early and goes for a jog. "Stickman, oh Stickman, beware of the dog." "A stick," barks the dog. "An excellent stick. The right kind of stick for my favourite trick. I'll fetch it and drop it and fetch it and then I'll drop it and fetch it and drop it again." "I'm not a stick. Why can't you see? I'm Stickman. I'm Stickman. I'm Stickman, that's me. And I want to go home to the family tree."
Oh, what was that? Oh, we've got news. News of a breaking report is coming through.